Hey, what is up, investors? So in this video, I want to talk about the short squeeze going on with AMC stock. Now, last week I recently just talked about this, and I said that I can see the short squeeze happening anytime, and which we did see some. We did see that short squeeze going through this week, but I think it's only just begun. Even though there was a little bit of a resistance that happened today on May 28th, I think that there's still more to come in the following week. So I want to talk more on this, so as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor, and please be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate, or gently press that like button, because it helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting. Also, subscribe if you have not already, and if you're interested in being a Patreon and helping out this channel, I have one. The link is in the description. Now let's get to it. So this is AMC stock over this last week. Now we're going into Memorial Day weekend, so there's going to be 3 days off here. So just a good ending to the week, I should say, to the big kickoff to summer. Now, AMC over the last 5 days, this stock has traded between around $12 a share to as high as $36.72, and that was actually the 52-week high that it got to today in pre-market. And the stock was just making some really good moves during the pre-market and into the early market. And then it did drop off a bit, but nothing too crazy here. Looks like there was a bit of selling off, maybe some whales sold or some paper hands, but nothing to really be cautious of, because the shorts are really getting a good run for the money here, which this is the big thing that this is all about. Of course, it's the short squeeze that a lot of people have been talking about. But the price the stock is currently at is just the price that the stock was at yesterday. So not a whole lot has changed, and I think that there's just so much more to come here. Now looking at AMC stock over the last 6 months here, early in January of 2021, GameStop had hit its 52-week low of $1.91, and then it had its short squeeze, as well as GameStop and many other stocks as well. They had a short squeeze during that time, and we saw AMC get to above $20 a share during that time. But the stock had managed to stay above a pretty good level, floating between like $8 to $10 a share. And then we get to where we're at now here at the end of May, and we got this really nice short squeeze that just happened with AMC. And there's a lot of people that are now rooting for this one, because last time when this happened at the end of January, early February, people did sell off a bit. People got their paper hands and they sold off, and it ended up not being as good as the one that happened for GameStop. But now people are a little bit more about holding on to their shares. This go around, they've held on much tighter to their shares, and they're most likely going to be seeing the stock go up a bit more, in my honest opinion. But we'll have to see what they do. Of course, this isn't any sort of financial advice, and I'm definitely not telling you to buy AMC stock. Do that at your own discretion with your own due diligence. But what I'm saying, in my own opinion, is that I can see AMC stock going up more from here. Now, it's also really good that AMC is having this whole short squeeze at this moment going into the beginning of summer, because that's the big season for movie theaters. We have a whole list of movies that are coming out. We have A Quiet Place Part 2 that just hit theaters, and we have a Marvel movie coming out later on this summer in July. So things to look forward to. And with what's going on with the short squeeze, even the CEO of AMC is very happy, and he said, "I have started to follow apes." Now, by the way, if you're not familiar, apes is what people that are part of the short squeeze refer to themselves, and it is because apes stick together, meaning, they're holding that line there. They're sticking together. They're all keeping their shares, all for one for all kind of deal. Now, he goes, "I have started to follow apes, about 500 so far, to get a first-hand sense of what our community is thinking and saying. No one manages this Twitter handle other than me. I read my feed, replies, and DMs myself. I write these tweets myself." So really cool that he's even noticing these people that are about the short squeeze, acknowledging them, and kind of saying, "Hey, I stand by you," on Twitter. Really cool. Now, to read a little bit about what the Wall Street Journal just recently said about AMC stock, they said, "The movie theater chain company, whose stock closed last year just above $2, hovered around $26.41 in recent trading Friday, giving the shares a year-to-date gain nearly 1,200% and lifting AMC's market capitalization to more than $12 billion. Insane, right? Throughout the week, hashtags including AMC strong and AMC squeeze splashed across Twitter, with many predicting more gains ahead. Shares were up roughly 125% week to date, with Vanda Research, Vanda Track estimating that individual investors poured a net $209 million into the stock between Monday and Thursday. And this is what I find really cool about it, and that is this story about Alicia Higgs, a 33-year-old individual investor from Louisville, Kentucky, has notched a more than $17,000 return on AMC shares after loading up on the stock since the start of the year. She had never day traded before January, she said, but became interested when she saw another individual investor touting AMC on Instagram. For months, she said, she started amassing a position in the company, currently 850 shares in Robinhood Markets Incorporated account, believing that the stock could easily blow past $50 then $100. She held steady amid dips and climbs and the share price in recent months. She said, increasing her position, her patience has been rewarded this week. It's time for the retail investor, an average person, to take some power and make some money, said Miss Higgs, who works a corporate job and invests in real estate on the side. Really cool story. Now, the article is really good, by the way. I'll link it in the description so you guys can read the whole thing, because there is much more to it. Now, currently, this short squeeze has costed short sellers more than $2 billion, which is insane. You would think that they would stop now while before things get any more worse, but that's not the case. They're actually increasing the amount of shares that are shorted. And just to get into that here, this is an article from Business Insider, and it says AMC short sellers aren't letting up despite a record 5-day rally in the stock. Instead, they're digging in further. A week ago, the number of AMC shares on loan used to short the stock was 124 million. As of Friday, the number of shares on loan was 132 million, new data from Ortex shows. That suggests that short sellers aren't covering their positions, but instead are going even further on their view AMC stock will decline. Short interest in the company is 21%, according to Market Beat data. Very interesting. I hope the apes stick together and they hold strong here, because this is going to get very interesting. And this is why, one of the reasons why I think that it could easily go up a lot more than what it currently is, especially with the growing short interest in the stock. If everybody continues to hold on to their shares, and they can probably take the stock to 100 to 200. Like I was saying, this could go to a really high amount of money. Now, of course, don't take any of this as financial advice. This is just my own personal opinions, but I'm following this very closely. I think it's really cool. I'm really interested in the short squeeze, and of course, I'm rooting for the little guy. So I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. Is there anybody out there that is watching this video that is taking part, buying shares of AMC? I'd like to hear from all the apes out there. If you guys don't mind commenting below, I'd love to hear from you. So as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.